So today's topic is what is dividend? So there is so many beginners and investors, they have a confusion. So what is dividend? So why company will give you a dividend? So what is the process and how you can buy the dividend, and what are the types of dividend you have, and so which company will give you the dividend? So I will explain you briefly in this video. What is dividend? So dividend is nothing but company will get a good profit, so they can use in two ways. So one, they can reinvest to build the company for a future project or a future growth of that company, or another way, so they can give the dividend to the shareholders. So this is called a dividend. So which company will give you the dividend and who will decide to give a dividend? Good, successful, profitable and matured company will give you the dividend, and the board of director in that company will decide to give the dividend to the shareholder. So for example, you buy 1,000 shares of a Reliance company. Company is doing good and they are getting profit in 2021. Just take a year 2021, they decided to give a dividend for a shareholders. Board of director will decide and they give 5 rupees per share. So you bought 1,000 shares of Reliance companies. So the company given a dividend of 5 rupees. So 1,000 into 5 is equals to 5,000. So you get a 5,000 profit by dividend. So this is how the shareholders can take a dividend profit in the stock market. Again, they decide to give a dividend to the shareholders, 10 rupees per share. So for example, you have been invested 1,000 into 10 is equals to 10,000. So now the profit was 10,000 by dividend. This is how the dividend work in a stock market. So what are the types of dividend? Interim dividend and final dividend. So let's talk about final dividend. Final dividend will be distributed to the shareholders by the end of the financial year. So and it will be discussed in an annual general meeting. So how much dividend share should given to the shareholders? So in interim dividend, this company can decide any time. So they won't wait for the end of the financial year. So by the end of the quarter or a semi-quarter, they can decide and they can give a dividend to the shareholders. So this is how the two types of dividend work. So interim dividend and final dividend. So next is the 4 important dividend dates. So first date is declaration date. So second is ex dividend date, and third one is record date, and fourth is payment date. These 4 dates are more important for a company and a shareholders, that you should have the knowledge on taking the dividend. Declaration date, the board of director will approve and announce the declaration date. So that is called the declaration date. So now coming to a second point, ex-dividend date. So ex-dividend date will announce before 2 days of a record date. So for example, 26th March was the record date. Before 2 days, in the sense 24th May was a ex-dividend date. So you can buy the shares before the ex-dividend date. So third point is a record date. So what is record date? Whose name is listed in a record date, so they will get the dividend shares. In payment date, they will distribute shares for a shareholder. Now you come to know what is dividend, what is the types of dividend, and what is the 4 important dividend dates. Now what is the reason behind giving the dividend to the shareholders? So what is the profit for the company? Why can't they reinvest and they can improve the company or organization? But why they are giving dividend to the shareholders? So there is 2 important things. So first thing is building trust on shareholders, so they can hold the stock for a longer period of time. And the second one is indirectly the company will show you the worth and the growth of the company and the profit, and they can attract the investors to buy a shares. So this is the two important things. Either company will give you the dividends for our shareholders. So for more information of the stock market, subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon. Thank you.